Hello and welcome to Tekkit. Firstly, today I spent about 3 hours building this machine, and afterwards, just now, I realised that I should have recorded it because it was quite interesting building. But yeah, it's been about 3 hours. By the end of it, when I got to this point, I realised that a solar panel needed a generator, not a machine block to create, and I then had to spend a while adding even more to it. It took a while. I originally built this nice compact little copper cable creator. It works fast, it works efficiently, it's run out of sticky resin. Afterwards I realised that I'm cooking copper into absolutely nothing. Copper is pumped into a red mass furnace and then just pumped straight out again without happening. I have no idea what I was thinking at the time. That happens, it's really small, it has an on-off switch, and then the rest of the machine just went everywhere. You may wonder why there's a huge cable sticking up. It's because they could only seem to extract one at a time, so I added a second extractor to it, if you want to be exact, but trying to extract the iron from it. It's actually being used up about the same rate now. After dealing with the fact that machine blocks are so slow to create, then I had to deal with the fact that the coal dust was really slow to create. So I put this on a separate circuit, added it to the sticky resin rubber creator. So now that runs very, very fast. My friend who originally told me about these tubes never taught me how to use them, because I was like, you can teach me at some point. I never bothered. But he insisted that they cause so much less lag than Buildcraft pipes. I keep being disconnected earlier when the whole machine was running faster, because look at that. Just look at it. This is what is causing so much lag recently. It's insanity in a pipe, pretty much. This needs to make things faster. Currently, it's now back to needing more machine blocks to be able to actually produce. Because I've never actually shown my house off before, this is my power generator. 132 generators fed with an infinite coal source, and all the excess gets destroyed. It's a lot of power. It's powering this entire force field. It often powers 3 force fields over there. It powers these, I think 13 force fields, which keep the bottom of my house nice and safe. People can't dig up through here because this force field, but because people can dig up through, there's an extra layer of force field underneath to stop anyone coming in. And provided I don't get struck by my jammer, the whole thing turns on and off like that. And normally that's not able to work because I have a wireless jammer underneath my house. I hate hurricane boots sometimes, I really do. I love them because it's a pair of boots which allow you to fly. However, the horizontal movement is very slow, excruciatingly slow. I mean, considering there's a sprint speed for quantum leggings. Don't even need to hold down forwards. Fast sprint, even whilst eating. It's awesome. Seriously. I just love that. But yeah, I love the quantum boots, hurricane boots, sorry. Why did I say quantum? I dislike quantum armor. I much prefer the abilities of gem armor. So yeah, I have a mass fabricator. This one is pretty fast. When I say pretty, it's astoundingly fast and horrifies the other players at how fast it produces. Automatic pump there. Password locked door, which many people have just put levers above because they're selfish jerks. Well, my friend, who I explained it would work, and then somebody else has discovered it as well. So I'm storing my EMC. He has pretty bad internet issues, and he's trying to sort out his Skype. I've never actually got stuck inside the house. I've set it to like 4 seconds late, which is twice as long as I normally do. This is my EMC generator. I do hope none of the other players watch this and get very jealous. I just lagged. producing EMC about that fast. In other words, incredibly fast. It's pretty as well. Sort of. I don't like all the purple, but it's colourful. This is when I eventually go around to uploading it. This is several weeks after the Nuking the World question, who is online. And no, endlessly going through passworded doors does not annoy me, unlike some people. And so I deliberately do it because it really annoys them having to keep going through. He is pretty new to Tekkit. Before people wonder why he's staff angle here, he's just a very good friend. This is in the first house. This was my original machine, but it turned off because I didn't need the EMC. I still don't need the EMC, I just decided I'd produce it because Twitch was trying to show off about how much. Why do I do that? Why? Every time I come to this house to leave the area, I go upstairs. I don't need to go upstairs, I need to go downstairs. This is because people kept trying to bypass my passworded door, so I hid it and pretended there was no entrance for a while. And I think most of them believe that this is still actually a nuke test site and are afraid of being killed when they come indoors. And I said to somebody, oh, the passworded door is nuke activation sequence 12. And they decided they really didn't want to. He hasn't realised I blockaded his door. And then they decided they really didn't want to try entering that password. Oh yeah, that's cool. Okay, that was random. I don't know where the other bit of copy went. What's... oh, there's a gold chest. But I don't know. I like crystal chests. I know there's apparently cause lag, but it's only when you've got like 1,000 of them. He does have a bit of internet issue. Got glass. Right. I love pine stars. I really do. He has no crafting table. Ah, there we go. I don't know whether it's before or after the crafting, but can't hurt to try. It's after. Okay, I'm back. There was incredibly lengthy delays in family sorting things out in the house, clearing things out. Had somebody in my room for a very long time, but oh well. I remember to go downstairs, except actually I want to show upstairs now. That I built ages ago to produce EMC. This is my original power relay for my first house. I did start with solar panels. It was several days after making solar panels and stuff, which I then remembered the existence of this setup I used last time I played Tekkit several years ago, and thought, why on earth am I using solar panels? They're terrible. Let's just go for this. It powers mass fabricators really well. This I haven't actually emptied for a little while because I don't care. Instead I'm pumping it off into here because I did have this with quite a few client stars, as you've seen in my other house, but I've since realised that it's not particularly efficient to store my EMC and client stars. A stack of these hold a lot more EMC than a single client star. And yeah, these are the biggest force field. But yeah, these are producing diamonds, they're pumped out, stuck in there, the excess coal from here is put in there. Teleport tether, because somehow some of the piping unloaded back, there was an engine condenser there, and it was just pumped into it, and just all the coal fell out there, instead of making it running round to the engine condenser here. It was stupid. It has happened a couple of times since, but not really. Lights go on when the MFEs are full. I don't use MFSUs because you've got to add another transformer to change the power, and I just don't care. They are a pain in the bum to craft. I remember crafting an entire stack of them once. It took so long, especially with all the Latron energy crystals it takes, which don't stack. MFEs are really, really cheap and do the job just as well. Well, not very well, considering they don't need another transformer. So I prefer to just bulk make a whole ton of MFEs to hold the same amount of power as several MFSUs. This isn't actually my house, this is Hunter's house. When I find his YouTube channel, when he tells me, I'll put his link in the description. I haven't got around to that yet. As with several other videos I've already recorded with him, haven't got around to uploading them yet. I generally don't get around to uploading anything, but I will start to quite a lot more. There were like interdiction torches covering this area. I made whole tons right at the start when I actually could afford them, and somebody stole them all. They just all disappeared. And when I eventually got around to making some more, having installed Core Inspect to make sure that people can't. And I'm going to push him out of the way. How's it plugged up? I might as well just use my own cables. Can't quite remember how to operate an engine link. I've used them so much and I can't quite remember how to use them. That really isn't enough storage space he's got there. Is that even actually going for the ceiling? Okay. That's not even plugged in, is it? I don't know what that is. Oh, it's a generator. Here's still new. In fact, none of the players know how to use pipes properly. I think one of them has kind of figured it out by copying me all the time, but another guy who's tried copying me really hasn't figured it out. Maybe it does need to be at the top. I'm pretty sure that can come out the side. That is just quite annoying. I remember him putting it there right at the start of the game to hold up the sand. That's going to collapse if I break it, I think. There's quite a possibility it's travelling too far. I really don't like how he holds a pickaxe when looking at his machines. I noticed him breaking machines with a bench the other day, and then he started holding a pickaxe as well. It was quite, just constantly feel like he's going to smash him up with a pickaxe. Oops. Being highly careful not to also smash up his machines with my Morningstar. Has more of a chance of getting power there. Okay, does quarry need to be power? I'll just go look it up. Of course not carrying me. I don't actually. This is literally all the glass type cabling I own now, because I originally made, I think, 6 stacks of it right at the start of the game, and I've since had to make more because I've had a lot of machinery. That's oh well. Naturally, right. Wish I was carrying my philosopher's stone. I haven't carried my philosopher's stone for a really, really long time. I just transmutate everything I need. And of course I did something with my remaining redstone from earlier. That's fuel. Probably too much of it. Now it's got the fun task of destroying all of that crap. Just speeding up his quality for him. Other than it looks as though he has a bit of load. I tell all my friends to always keep their morning stars discharged. And yesterday I had another person complaining that there was a large chunk error, and then they said, actually, no, it just appears part of my house is missing. Oh no, wait, I think I accidentally used my morning star on it. He doesn't need that bit of his house. But, one thing. Yeah, I have a huge 64x64 quarry I built ages ago and haven't used since. Started to fill in the hole yesterday. I didn't bother finishing because it's too big. I don't want to place one of these because I know it'll just get deleted, but... Oops. This monitor is incredibly dark. I don't know whether you can actually see. I certainly can't. I think it's digging. So yeah, I've just managed to get it working. I failed then. Managed to get another working quarry. A working quarry, sorry. I'm sure you built one outside somewhere. I don't know now. Yeah, 50-50 split between 2 chests. not been sleeping much recently. Ooh, coal. I'm just sudden temptation to rush in and steal his coal. Nah, go away. Thing is, when he runs out of room and it starts to lag the server, I'm going to kick him in the backside when I next see him. Because I've warned him several times now, and he's probably not going to do anything about it until such time as it actually happens. Let me just show off some other people's stuff. I mean, Christian will be happy about this. I'm about to show off his house to the world. This is mine. I said, ooh, my house looks expensive. I've just gone the wrong way. Yeah, that's Hunter, that's me. This, I believe Yarin actually built this house. This bit anyway, the nice looking bit, and then Christian moved in with him when he joined the server, basically got given everything for free, and then was not pleasant to somebody, and Yarin decided to leave because he was an arsehole. He's copied my power supply, he's taken force fields, he's copied my diamond production and built it a lot bigger, and I still laugh at him because he copied my thing thinking it's the best, and he's horrified about my EMC generator which does it so much more effectively. I mean, yeah, it is good, it generates stuff fast. There's probably considerable less issues if a pipe gets broken than my system, because there's just endless amounts of blaze powder rather than a lot of diamonds. Yeah, I think that's the overflow. Yeah, this filled up ages ago and he hasn't done anything about it. No, he might have done something about it and just it's filled up again. Yeah, diamonds are worth a lot, there's a lot of them coming in. He has done well. He has literally copied me. He spends so much time going into my house, coming back, building something, coming back, and so on. Considering the amount of videos he's watched on how to build things in Tekkit, I'm surprised he hasn't just used blaze odds. But yeah, that's his house. Probably does 24/7. Yeah, I will show one thing he's done, which I'm pretty sure I can actually fly faster than anyone else because I use quantum armor and I've got hurricane boots. I'm pretty sure he looked up how to do this, but he made wireless remote for it. It works, however, of course, as you've seen, I've built my own remote. I've just looked at the numbers, copy, and built a remote. So, not the most secure thing. Turn on. Ow. Okay, it's on. His brother, who was playing online, came on and decided to build his own remote control as well. And so yeah, he kept spamming it, and it caused a lot of rendering lag for people. I will leave his house being buggy, very buggy. This is Yarin's new home, specifically this part here. He was trying to add pipes to the top of it, but it got so fiddly and so complex, and after setting up so many pipes, I mentioned that he doesn't have room to place a redstone engine and a block and a lever or whatever to turn it on, and he just ditched the whole thing and has just left that running. Christian's brother lives here. Very bad pipe work, it's an atrocity, I loathe it. He has remodelled it, but it's still really bad. Oh yeah, because it was causing issues, he actually turned the whole thing off. Because I kept telling him he would eventually be banned if he were to keep his thing how it was, and it was causing a lot of lag. Ground items and pneumatic tubes running at 0.2 second intervals with tons and tons of crap going backwards and forwards are the only things I found to lag the server so far. Even nuke blasts didn't, as shown, well, they didn't render particularly quickly, but Nuke Blast didn't cause much problems playing, as shown by the video which I will upload at some point of me and Christian nuking across the world. We used a total of 99 nukes. The only reason it didn't reach 116 is because a creeper exploded, setting some off. Which I'm still surprised we didn't take much damage. I'm surprised I didn't take damage. He's wearing full quantum, I'm not. But yeah, this is Monster Jam. He lives here. This large area here was deleted by a chunk error. I had a power cut. This entire place got deleted, including this machine room. I mentioned that earlier. This bit, from about here upwards, it seems to just... it's only me. It just seems to have a real problem with loading for me. And it seems to have extended further. This is a PvP arena Christian built. It's a terrible idea. PvP should be done far away from home where they're not going to get struck by infernal armour. Oh, I just remember I can spin it with like hurricane boots for the win. Yes, Hunter's Quarry. It appears to have been griefed by somebody. I mean, this destruction was... I accidentally destroyed his actual quarry and stuff. It's been alright, I've been offline for ages, but... somebody's griefed this with what could have been a mining lathe, but I'm not sure. Somebody's turned all the sand into glass. Wow, this is some griefing. Of course. Because, you know, most Tekkit things don't show up. But this is quite spectacular how somebody has been round the edge of the whole thing and turned it to glass. Yeah, this was PvP I was doing Christian. We made a big hole in the ground fighting, and then I decided to blow him up. Or, well, you know the length of delay on nukes. He was just laughing his head off as he just flew out of the arena and let the whole place explode. And then it was just turned into another let's just blow up the world phase. Okay. Okay. I don't care enough about resources. I just condense everything I want. I should try to play. Let's see. That's about it. No, there's Robbie. Yeah, this is more of just an introduction to the server now, as well as a big machine. Probably somebody griefing. I hate people who go around turning the sand to glass. I don't know who it is. I think it's... I really don't know. This is people who are irrelevant and never play. Guy who was on once and hasn't come back since. Let's just fly over there because I'm too lazy to leave my force field after I get home. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, my map literally has 2 waypoints as far as I'm aware. Well, yeah. Oh no, it has 3. I don't know what the third is. My ice field. I did actually originally build a house on an ice field, and then it kind of got a bit bigger, and then it got above ground. This was I got bored at some point and decided to detonate a nuke, and then Robbie turned it into a home. Just some machines, some stuff. Art pantry. It appears to be turned off. No, it is actually on. Hold on a moment. Welcome to the ruined lava lake. Literally all that's happened is I've entered the nether, flown here and answered Rab's question. There seems to be a lot of lag. I reckon it's due to, you know, lava. Interesting. Yeah. I accidentally fell into here earlier. I wonder whether that was actually during the previous video. I don't think so. I think it was me showing my brother. Okay. That's not good. I don't want him getting his... I don't want to get his thing blown up. Then he's blown it up himself enough times. But yeah, this is just automatically sucking the nether dry. I mean, there's an awful lot of lava. He really doesn't have to worry about running out anytime soon. Wow. Okay, extends down there. I don't know what this hole is. yes, I'm English. I spell it correctly. I joke around enough with Americans on you and Dan's server, talking about the correct way to spell things. It just results in a lot of people shouting in capital letters all over the place, America! Because I don't know why, I thought it was just stereotyping, but the Americans do seem to always think that they know better. This is a flipping huge lag, and each time I start my sprint again I get a bit lower. Wow, okay, provided he can actually suck it dry without having to constantly move his thing, he has a lot of lava to use. This thing is enormous. Why, thank you, Mr. Glisten Block. That's what I've done with this flying. I believe Robbie has just started playing Portal. Really? I don't think so. Sand stopped doing things that much. Okay, this is pretty huge. Okay, this is absolutely enormous. Wow, just... wow. Okay, I can't bother to keep looking because obviously Robbie has a long supply of lava. And I accidentally stopped the recording instead of unpausing it. Yeah, you go through Robbie's nether portal, it leads to where that one leads, and comes out here. So, that explains why I'm back here. You didn't miss a lot. I was actually going to explain that, and the fact that I realised there's not much else to show. I don't like the creative flying, it makes me feel like a cheat. And even though everyone else does it, I tend to fly with hurricane boots with more. I only use that if I need to stay airborne somewhere. Like when fixing the ceiling after a slight accident. Actually, it wasn't an accident, it was just simply a very messy dig. Yeah, and this guy did put up. This guy made me write the code for him. Was going to have a go at it himself. He's very young and really doesn't know anything. He put a test coil in because he actually destroyed his test coil at some point by accident. This was quite a long time ago. But I set up his code to zap him with a test coil for a couple of seconds each time you put in the right password, and then say you're going to get 10 seconds of test coil if you put in the wrong one. I left it on for 20 seconds, so you put it in, back away, and then come back after 10 seconds and get yourself electrocuted again. Ooh. This is making good progress. Well, what he wants to do is not keep disconnecting. White. No, not wood. Nah. Okay, let's delete that. Let's delete that. Really? What's wrong with that? Oh, I see, it's too high. I don't know. What? Oh, come on. Cobblestone transport pipe. I thought you had more taste. Pants. I accidentally said pants when I wrote this out instead of swearing. Oh. Oh. I do hate cobblestone transport pipes. I don't know why people use them. Okay, I hate leaving items laying around, especially as it's what causes lag. I always refuse to use clear lag things, like automated lag removal, ground item removal on servers, because because it's just so many things have gone wrong due to it, like people's items being deleted. What other crap is there likely to be? Ah, gravel. Why did I just do that? Okay, he was making a lot of redstone. Interesting. I can just do it anyway. I'm not sure he can make some more if they were his. Of course, naturally I prefer to put advanced insertion pipes before chests, but there's not exactly room here, and you're not likely to fill this up when you're removing all the cobblestone, sand, dirt and gravel, and generally all the low EMC things you don't want. Ooh. Order my inventory. Enough that function. Oh yeah, you get caves. Ooh, that lag. I will just point out, normally my server will never lag because it's got really, really good specs. However, when you're overloading it, and when you've got players doing, I don't think this is actually displaying, but basically every second I get about 100 error messages. No, not error messages. Every 3 seconds I get an error message. And every second I get about 100 slot changing information from probably my country. I do have a habit of every now and then do remove ground items, but I usually ask players if there's anything on the ground first. And it's just what with some people having... actually, I'm going to do that now. I don't think it's left anything else in there. I should probably check, but... There we go. Yes, it is. Because Hunter's house was kind of inefficient. This was absolutely full of blaze rods and all coal stored in the ground and lying in the world. I've been maintaining his machine for him as he's busy and hasn't been online a lot. So yeah, thanks for watching. This is my Tekkit server. There are a few other people living on the server than here. This was our community we started up. There were 2 other players who started at the same time as me and Hunt, who were the first on. They were only here for a very short period of time. One of them came back yesterday, I think it was, just to grief. He completely destroyed my house, and I had forgotten to do world backups for a long time, but fortunately there was one from the late evening the day beforehand, so the whole server only got rolled back about half a day. But he's banned from every single server after that. Amazing how you can get yourself banned from so many servers simultaneously. Then there's my brother. I know where his house is. That might even be where that waypoint was. Oh, it's not that hard to find. Just look at the hideous monstrosity up in the sky that says Rod. But yeah, thanks for watching, and my frames per second went to 1. And I shall upload more soon.